Hello and welcome back. Melinda NailFanatic here. I'm just going to send my notifications real quick. If you're having issues with YouTube notifications for the lives, you can follow the directions in the description box. I'm here to do a 1330 Sidereal reading. It is actually a few minutes past 1330 Sidereal. Let me just pull up my Sidereal time clock. It's 1334. Yeah, 1335. About to be 1335 local Sidereal time. So we still have a good 25 minutes. We're coming in at the crux of the height of psychic connection. So thank you, love source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for these divine downloads at this time. What do you want to talk about? What do we need to know? What do you want to show us? Speak to me through my soul. Let me speak to my brothers and sisters of humanity for our highest, lightest, and brightest good, for our overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Praise. All right, guys. So if you haven't had a chance to look at the retreat videos, go to that playlist here on my channel. I've also been posting some pretty awesome memes on the community tab. Go check those out, share them, download them. And here we go. First card out for the Sidereal Tarot is the Hangman. So what's going on? Somebody is having a new perspective. Somebody is feeling stuck. Somebody's feeling like, oh my God, things aren't moving on. That's because they're in a lower vibration in the Hangman situation. The Hangman is where you're in a pause. So whether you know it or not, you're there, where you're at because you want to be there. And you're there and you're in this period of in between where you were and where you're going. And it's like, when is this going to move? I'm kind of hanging here, just hanging out, stuck in the shade. I'm safe, but I'm hanging out stuck. And the reason why, and it's not really a stuckness, it's like, just hold on a minute. There's more for you to see. There's more for you to know. You got to sit where you're at so you can grow. Now, here's the thing. Where we're at, the bottom of the deck right now is the Fool card. So this is saying we're coming out of a fresh start. So what it is a lot of you are, I'm hearing a lot of us on Earth right now have done so much family karmic clearing, deep generational karmic clearing, and of course our own personal energy clearing, to where we're sitting in such a new energy that's like, you got to take a minute and get used to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So new journeys for some of you, this is translating into living in a new space. This is translating to dealing with new people in your life, or taking situations in your life and putting them in a new level of activity, or a new level of functioning, or, for example, leveling in a relationship from one status to the next. Doing something absolutely different. And this, because you stepped out to do something different, now it's like the whole world is different, and you got to kind of sit where you're at in order to take it all in and observe it, so that you can be able to find your grounding now that you're in this new energy. So let's see what's the next message coming out for us now. We have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. It seems that there's a lot you don't know right now. The Seven of Swords is speaking to me about learning. This is about you going out, seeking additional information. So you could be delving into some books. You could be delving into those messages that were posted for the retreat energy, hashtag love stock 2020 on that playlist that I mentioned. This could be you looking into your higher self deeper. So you could be spending more time in meditation, seeking the higher awareness. Either way, the reason that you're doing it is because of the fact that there's some things that you would like to understand better. There's a seeking of new understanding going on at this time with both of these cards in particular, because the Seven of Swords is information being held back. So for somebody else, like, you could be having a different perspective about something new that you've learned. You could be having somebody's having a different perspective about some time that they kept a lie. To be quite honest, somebody here is like, oh man, I wish I had never told that lie. I'm starting to see things in a whole nother light. I had this opportunity and I let it slip through my fingers. The bottom of the deck right now we have is the King of Swords. So that's Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, masculine energy. If it resonates to your zodiac signs, it does not have to. However, what it is speaking to here is the idea that, hey, you're kind of like in your head, you're actually really allowing yourself to not only process it spiritually, but you're really doing an internal review. I feel like you're using your ability to think, your ability to think. So this is like deep problem solving you're trying to do. And so in looking for solutions, you know, you're going to encounter, this is learning how to not get a job done, right? And so hold on, let me still look for a correct solution. So here somebody is taking that opportunity to really use all their mental faculties to finding a better solution for themselves, because you're in this new place, right? We had the Fool at the bottom of the deck last time, so you're in a whole new place. And what are we talking about? We're talking of matters of love. We have the Ace of Cups coming out, and this is about somebody sitting here saying, you know what, I sure got a shock of my life, because you know what, I realized where I was still lacking in self-love. I realized where I was still betraying my own self. I was betraying my own values. Maybe I was not honoring my boundaries. The bottom of the deck right here we have is the Devil. Look at that. So the Devil is saying somebody did some deep shadow work. This is where you go in and do the shadow work. You master your own shadow. You go into the place that is uncomfortable within your own psyche. You say, oh shit, I'm triggered. And how do you find your way out of the trigger? You have to go into self-love. And how do you do that? If you're triggered, you ask yourself, first off, you want to ask yourself, is this mine? And if it is yours, which I hear somebody got a yes with the Ace of Cups, all aces are yeses. If you get an ace upright, it's an absolute yes. If you get an ace upside down, and many times can mean a lot of things, but anyways, we're not going there. This isn't tarot class. Anyways, we got ace upright, so yes, and bring it back. Okay, so what they're saying is you're realizing where you've been in this hang up because you keep on going through the same trigger. What has been the repetitive choice that has kept you in this ongoing repetitive cycle of toxic repercussions, of unpleasant repercussions, of feeling bound, of feeling stuck, of feeling compelled, of feeling like you have no damn choice, when in reality you do have a choice. You always have a choice. I feel like this is different parts of your psyche, in many cases here, all arguing with themselves. So this is like you sitting there debating with yourself back and forth, and keeping yourself stuck because you're not willing to move forward. And so somebody said, what is it that I can change my perspective on? What would have to happen within me in order to free myself from a situation? And maybe that was in order to free more self-love, in order to know my higher self better. Maybe that was in order to connect more with my spiritual base. Maybe it was in order to bring in this new love experience. What would need to change within my psyche in order to have this experience here that I value so much, that it is love. It is love, okay? What would have to happen within me? I want to say hello, Georgina. I see that you sent your super chat, so I'll be putting you on for a question at the end of the Sidereal reading. I want to say hello to Wanda and Scorpion Queen Bee. Hey, lovely to have you here with me. So anybody else who would like a card pull at the end of this, you can send your super chat live right here, or follow the directions below the video. It's $5 or more. Thank you for all your contributions to this very worthy source here. Jazzo, welcome. Peace and love to you too, sis. All right. Source guys, show me more about this. We're going to follow this on the train of self-love, because self-love is going to be the engine that's going to kick everything up in your life. Tarot cards are just like words. They can be put together to have many different meanings. So right now, the train that we're going to follow down is the one that's going to lead us to a highest level of empowerment, which is self-love. And so going down this path, we have the Five of Swords, saying there's some confusion there. There's some back and forth energy. There's an argument with somebody. I see here too, somebody had to do something and you had to keep it to yourself. There's something that you love. You had to keep it to yourself. I'm seeing a situation here where somebody's been waiting on you and they're upset because they ain't heard from you. And it's like they're going to go talk to somebody else about how upset they are with you. The bottom of the deck we have is the Ten of Pentacles. This is going to be a family situation for sure. I definitely see here where this relates to self-love. I see that you have been dealing with generational karma. These are belief patterns core foundational belief patterns handed down, inherited from your parents, because this is all that's ingrained, that keep you in a limited structure of experience, which is like putting yourself in a spiritual box, because there's so much more available to you. And so as you've been dealing with each of these, you're like, okay, here, surprise, surprise, here's another inner conflict, or here's another conflict that's coming up. I'm finding this idea that just is not working right. It keeps triggering me. The Five of Swords is where you're triggered. And so here you are doing the work, doing the internal processing in order to be able to find the mastery over it. Now, in the major arcana, it relates to all the minor arcana that share that number. So with the Seven of Swords here, we're talking about the Chariot card. So this Seven of Swords is related to the Chariot. So as you take this hidden information and you pull it out, you reveal to yourself a key that's going to help you move forward in life. That's going to catapult you even further in life. Now, the Five of Swords is here wanting to be speaking about how it's relating to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about those important life lessons. It's about those life lessons that you like automatically turn around and teach others, because these become the way you live. This is, some religions call it, or some belief forms out there call it the way, right? This is not a religion. We don't put it on Sunday, wear a few hours and take it off later. No, this is us 24/7, 365, baby, all time, always live. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Let's guys, show me some more about this experience, what's going on for my viewers. I feel like you're watching as somebody sneaking out of your life right now, but you're okay with it. I feel like actually you were looking for a solution, and you may have invoked a powerful prayer. I'm being reflected back to that King of Swords. For somebody, that King of Swords energy was where you invoked a powerful prayer, affirmation, moved energy, cast a spell, or do you choose to use? That was like something to the effect of, you know what? Which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? Okay, let's see the next card coming now. The King of Wands. Now that you've asked which way to go, you've asked for guidance. You found the middle path. You found your way. The King of Wands. Here you go. Either you're going to send somebody ahead of you to check it out, or you're going to go check it out yourself. You're moving forward. Okay. And I feel like you could be dispatching somebody to get more information for you. So this could be asking somebody, hey, while you're up there, can you find out if they're fill in the blank? Because I want to know, you know what I'm saying? The bottom of the deck is a Nine of Pentacles. Yes, you have realized like this was you honoring your own self-worth, your own boundary, your own standards. So wow, I'm hearing somebody is having a whole nother perspective about a conversation that they overheard. And now somebody is pissed off. And so now they're like, oh yeah, how about this? Let's check this out. We're going, wait, somebody's plotting a scheme. And the thing of it is, this person was up to no good, telling some lies, doing some dirty deeds, and it's being unveiled. And so I'm literally picking up here on a plot that's not even anybody manipulating. You're just allowing a person to step into their own 6-foot deep grave that they done dug for themselves, because they keep trying to talk around in circles, right? And that talking around in circles is getting them hung up, honey. That's what I see here. We have the Seven of Pentacles coming out again. The challenge is that there's evidence. I'm hearing there's evidence. This King of Wands is coming through saying, hey, I got evidence that you're lying about this shit you're talking about here. The bottom of the deck is what? The Two of Cups. Okay, so we have evidence saying, you know what? The evidence shows that you're lying about this love situation. The evidence shows that that's not the truth. Now, we also have a situation here. Well, let's stick on this one. We'll tell some more in a minute. Hold on a second. Next card out, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands. Well, look, hold on. You don't believe me? Let me go to the car right quick. I'll be right back. I'm fit to show you what I got. We have another yes answer. You wanted to know, was somebody being a dirty snake? Yes, somebody was being a dirty snake. Okay, whatever that's got to do with for you. I feel like this dirty snake was setting up a trap. But hold on, they ain't getting away with it because you done discerned it. You figured it out. You made your move. just in the nick of time, in divine timing, as a matter of fact. And 7 is also, for this channel, 7 is also a number of spiritual completeness. So Luster Scott is here saying, with this 7 of Pentacles, divine timing revealed the truth just in the nick of time. Praise, so that you could skip this venomous bite that was coming and set to be delivered for you. Why? Because you know what? You skipped it because you pulled your energy back. Praise. So we're so thankful and grateful that, you know, we are aware here that, hey, rejection is God's redirection. Praise. We're going to go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. If you got to go back and forth with yourself and deliberate, well, should I, shouldn't I don't know, maybe hemming and hawing and shit like that, then, you know, hey, this is not for you today. Maybe another day. But at this time, the energy is not aligned, so we're going to let that slide to the left. All right. Jazzo, thank you for your donation. I'll put you on the list for a card. Jasmine, thank you so much for being here. And the next card we have coming out is the Knight of Cups. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Give me just a second here. Oh, and this is a confirmation here. The Spirit has shown in the divine timing exactly the path. So some of you getting some strong synchronicities. You could be observing angel numbers. You could be observing it through the creatures on earth. You could be observing, for example, the bugs or bees or birds or dogs and cat, any type of creature, right? For somebody else, literally, Spirit is moving somebody's mouth to talk to you. And what I hear, somebody's mouth was moved. God moved somebody's mouth to tell you the truth in the nick of divine time. In the bottom of the deck was the 10 of Pentacles. And you can see, you know, where this is you dealing with another person or another group, you can see that same karmic repetitive cycle that you have already gotten out of. And so you're like, skip to the left, skip to the left. I'm going right. I'm not going to let you got to get to the left, to the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. Yes, all that. And whatever that's all about, praise. Okay, let's see what's the next message out. Thank you. Coming out right away. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, God had told you. So he was like, okay, here, hold on. This is a whole fresh new opportunity. This smooth talking salesman type. I tell you what, you could talk all that talk, but God can show me what's right. And that's exactly what somebody had realized. And you say, you know what? While they there doing all this, I tell you what, I'm finna set myself a whole new destination inside. My GPS was headed that direction, but I'm on the expressway to your heart. No, boo-boo. I'm on the expressway to my heart. Check that out. I'm on the expressway to my heart. You know what my heart is telling me? Use the dirty rotten scoundrel. Dirty rotten scoundrel. You're the dirty snake in the grass trying to make an attack. Maybe you trying to attack my wealth. Maybe you're trying to attack my energy. Either way, the divine mind in me sees all the snakes that's creeping and crawling, and I know. And so I'm going to show you. Hold on a minute. Let me pull this rabbit out of my hat right quick and show you exactly what time it is, because they didn't think you had it in you. Hoo-wee. Now we get to the flexing point. But before we do that, the bottom of the deck, yeah, this was you making a choice to do things differently. So I feel like this is related to, was it the last day or the day after the retreat when I checked out of the house? I did that last reading in the house, and I believe, oh, no, where was this at? Anyways, one of these readings, it was talking about, you know, whatever your proclivity has been in choices and options, it's like now you're in the energy where it's like requires you to do it differently. So again, I'm seeing, you know, if your proclivity throughout your choices in these relationships in the past has been to stick around and I'm going to hold on at all costs, and I'm coming back, and you always been go back to your stuff, go back to your ex, sticking, you know, whatever it was. If you hung out in a relationship and then you walked away and never went back, okay, maybe you need to go back this time, because remember, we started out with the Hangman. This is about having a new perspective, doing things in a new way. And if your proclivity, your choice of option was always to go back, oh, I'm going to go try it again, see if it works out this time. Yeah, it's time to not do that stuff no more. It's time to let the door close behind you. Don't look back. Keep on moving forward. Either way, in both of these, is embracing that new energy, doing things in a new way, because you're going against your grain. See, the thing is not to go against the grain and what I've been doing. It's what have you been doing, and how do you cut against the grain? Because going with the grain is going to get you back to the same place. In other words, making the same choice you made before is going to get you the same place you landed before last time. You want a different outcome, you're going to have to make a different choice this time. All right. Let's see what's the turning point for us in the right exactly now, and then we'll be looking at moving forward. All right. Turning point is, and I had two cards that insist on speaking. The 5 of Wands becomes a 10 of Wands. Boo. Look. The competition is over, I hear. Well, the 5 of Wands is competitors. It's arguments. If 5 of Wands could be a brutality, this could be a literal fist fight for somebody, a fist fight that comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? And in the end, it's like somebody is sitting up here thinking that they got the prize, but at the end, you're holding up an empty hand and you got to start all over again. So it's like nobody wanted this to happen, but here we are. We're at the end. So in a competition is over, boo. It ain't no more contenders in this. The victor has been chosen, and guess what? It's me, not you. Because here somebody was coming in trying to knock you off your position. Somebody was coming in here trying to attack. We have the snake in full attack. You knew that snake was going to attack. You see that snake down there? Look at him. See, over here in the Ace of Wands, when I told you it was a dirty snake back there, he was coiled around the wand. He was peeping it out. He was making his move, making his plan in his head, visualizing what he wanted to do, right? Little snaky snake over there, hiding in the grass over here. Oh, I'm going to attack you. But see, you saw the snake. Now that he done coiled off of that wand, he ready to come up and jump on you. Baby, you done changed positions. You thought you caught me. Guess what? Guess again, boo-boo. Guess again, because now you under my foot. You under my foot. Somebody is going down. Somebody is going down. That's what I know. Somebody here is going down, 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 and they ain't liking it. They ain't liking their newfound situation shit. All right. Now, moving forward, listeners, God, what do you want to say to my viewers moving forward? Let's look at these energies and see who are you dealing with. Somebody is this situation is resonant to you with a child, an earth sign child. If this situation resonates to you with an earth sign child, and I'm talking a child who is minor in age, less than 20, okay? So if they're dealing with a less than 20-year-old child, what's their advice here? The 3 of Wands. You really have to stop expecting the worst from this child. You got to hope for the best outcome at all times. And they're saying a lot of positive reinforcement is going to assist. It's also saying, you're going to have to speak a lot of power into this child, speak a lot of positivity into this child. So when the child make a mess, maybe you find another way to address it. For example, at the dinner table, I can't tell you how many times I've been had to deal with my grandson. Sometimes he get picky. He don't want to eat nothing. He don't even want to take one bite, And so then it's like everybody gets upset with him, and now everybody's frustrated at the dinner table. And we took a whole nother approach. We did things in a new energy, you know what I'm saying? So when we did things in a new energy, I looked at Quinn and I said, can you tell me why your brother don't eat? He said, no. I said, well, can you tell me what can we do to help your brother to choose to eat? He said, maybe if you tickle him. So what do you know? Me and his mommy start tickling him. He'd never eat, but we quit fighting with him. And then come to find out from the lady that, he had already eaten. He had already eaten so much pizza that no wonder he wasn't hungry. He just stuffed himself full with pizza. So we just kind of let him sit at the table and enjoy the dinner time with us. But instead of fighting with him about not eating his food, we let him do what the hell he needed to do. If the child is hungry, the child is going to eat. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But trying to force him was going to create a fight. So here we find a way to lighten the energy. And hey, you may be a child, but children have their own mind too. The bottom of the deck in this situation for you is the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a pulling back of the energy, pulling back of the force, a balancing and stabilize it. Got to stabilize this a little bit, okay? So let me see real quick. Wanda, I got you on the list, darling, for a card pulls. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, somewhere in their 20s, maybe even early 30s, yes is the answer. And the Ace of Swords. If you wanted to know if you're dealing with a 20s to 30, mid 30s, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, either gender, any gender. There's not an either gender, people. There are many genders nowadays. So of any gender is saying that yes is the answer. If you wanted to know if they told you the truth, yes, they told you the truth. You already knew it, but you weren't sure because there was another time that they didn't tell you the truth. But yes, this time they're telling the truth. And I just see you on guard. And I'm hearing wherever you've enforced some sort of restrictions and you put the law down, you put the truth out there, hey, stick with what you're doing. Don't change course. Now you've done exactly as you should do. But at the same time, continue to pay attention. Continue to be observant like this fox. Don't give up looking. Now, if you're dealing with a King of Wands energy, that Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, what do you need to know, or what's the advice for you, the prediction moving forward? The Death card. This is the end of the situation. I feel like this Leo, Aries, Sagittarius is going through a whole transformation right now, a personal transformation in which they're looking up and they're seeing that, hey, what was is no longer. And they're going through a spiritual death. So life is changing. It's never going to look the same again. And it's like the advice is to let this person to dig into their own thing, because what's happening is what's been kept down in the deep is coming to the surface at this time. That full moon in Scorpio ain't no jokester, man. I felt that thing 3 days ahead of time. And it just came in and flipped my whole, what I thought was going on. It just flipped everything upside down on its head and put it right side up. I didn't know it was upside down the whole time. And now it's right side up. So you could be experiencing this, and you know, the prediction and the advice for you to allow this person to go through what they're going through. And if you're the one going through it, well, then you got to be at peace and at ease with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You're already going through enough. Don't beat yourself up no more. You got to be nice to you. You got to speak out positivity, because every one of your atoms hears you and vibrates accordingly. Now, if you are dealing with any other zodiac sign and you're all in love, this is what is the message for you. If you're all in love with this new zodiac sign, let's see what we got. And we're not giving it a zodiac sign. Chanosaurus says you got to be in it to win it. You got to go all in or go all out. Either be all about it or either leave it all the fucking way alone. You can't be no half stepping. You got to be all the way, real deal, commit to what you're about. The final answer. Is that your final answer? Yes, this is my final answer. All points lead to there. This is my final conclusion. What is at the center of the circle of all the points on your behalf? So you have to stick to your decision. If you've chosen to go for it, go hard. If you've chosen to go home, get the fuck out. What are you still hanging out for? Now, if you're somebody who's sitting waiting on an opportunity, if you've been sitting waiting on an opportunity saying, should I, shouldn't I, let's just see, and you really still holding on tight. You're holding on tight to your foundation because it's what's comfortable. You're holding on tight to your foundation because it's what's comfortable. And I feel like you're the one that's being pushed to make another choice. But let's just see what listeners got want to say to you. We're going to pull one card for you too, the Seven of Cups. Just think of all the other possibilities that are available for you is what listeners got saying for you. You got to think of all the other possibilities available for you. So, if you just sitting up there and you're hemming and hawing, that's because it's not for you. Don't delude yourself into trying to make it for you when you wouldn't be all this back and forth. If it were really for you, you'd have been running head first. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want nobody else be able to stop you. The 10 Cups is saying spirit is all around. Call on the energies. Invoke the energies. Remember, it's proven, quantum physics proves, by your attention to a matter, energy flows. Your energy flows where your attention goes. So put your attention to the things that fill your cups. And when you do that, you'll attract situations and circumstances that are going to also fill your cups. So those are our general local sidereal messages. It is now 2:03 p.m. local sidereal time. So I want to be so thankful. I am so thankful and grateful that we milked the end of that sidereal time energy. I'm going to pull my Kawaii Tarot out, the other new deck. So I got 3 of y'all lined up on cue with your super chats of $5 or more. I want to thank you for your contributions to this channel. Also, the love hashtag loves.2020, the crystal bracelet from the event is in the mail to its happy owner. And we're so thankful, grateful that you get to take that energy with you, and that you value us and what we do in working with you. And let's go ahead and get into these cards. I'm going to give them some shuffles. We're going to let them go upright. We're going to let them go reverse. We're going to let them go whatever way they come out, because I think I already mixed them up on accident anyway. All right. Y'all, it's been a very long day in my world, and I just was like, I don't have time to get a reading in the middle of the day today. So I was like, ooh, that's a great excuse to do a local Sidereal reading. Plus, local Sidereal is no longer at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Guys, remember when local Sidereal time, 1:30, local Sidereal time PM was at 2 and 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, my time, and I was in the middle of the night reading for you. Yeah, I remember too. Well, guess what? It's earlier in the evening, and I'm so grateful. So if I have a busy day, it'll be a Sidereal reading. And honey, I don't know what's going to happen around when they get around 4, 5, 6 in the morning, because those are just not my operating hours. Anyways, let's see what's going on. Love Source God, we have, you're very welcome, Georgina. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for Georgina. Love Source God, she's the first in queue for her super chat reading. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want a card pull for you too, I am going to ask that you get it in before I finish the last one, because when I'm done, it's time to sign off until the next reading, okay? All right, here we go, folks. For Georgina, Mr. Scott, what's a perfect message? What you want to tell Georgina at this time, Mr. Scott? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Georgina, what God got to say to you today? Mr. Scott, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. Speak. All right, here we go. You got... Georgina, you got the magician. Wave your magic wand, girl. You got all the connections. You know how they be like in the streets, they be like, she connected. Yeah, girl, you connected. You connected to the all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. Remember, during the retreat, we read the Kabbalion, the 7 Hermetic Principles, and we spoke about the law number 1, mentalism. All is mind. And the mind is all. And so here you are connected to all things. Use your magic, girl. Cast your spell and cast it well. Use your words to speak out exactly what you want. Now they're bringing to me Abraham Hicks quote that I shared. You might have seen it on the community stream or on my Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. I don't know, LinkedIn, any of them things. And it was talking about when you say yes to a thing, you include in your vibration and thereby in your experience a situation that you'll find pleasurable. When you say no to a thing, here's the kicker. When you say no to a thing, you include in your vibration and in your experience thereby something that will be unpleasant to you. So use your magic to cast the spells oh so well. Only cast spells. Speak out. That's why words are called spelling, right? So cast the spell. Speak out only over that which you would like to include in your future experience. And I know it takes a bit of practice, because hold on, honey, the world all around you, everybody don't get it. You lucky if you got one friend that knows how to talk positive. As a matter of fact, we are so blessed that I know how to talk positive, because I tell you what, I wasn't raised knowing how to talk like this. God done taught me. And so here I am, I'll be blabbing mouth. I'm finna tell the world this is how it's done. You want some too? Because when we all do it and we're more pleased, we raise the vibration on earth for all humanity. Period. The bottom of the deck for you is the Ace of Pentacles, Georgina. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Yes, go for what you want. You have the power. I got the power. These are both yes and yes, Georgina. Powerful yes answers. Anywhere where you wanted to know yes or no, yes, absolutely. Go, go, go. But you already knew that, and I feel it, because if we was asking a yes or no with both of those cards, you already knew it. It's like a confirmation for you. Whatever you recently decided to do and say yes to, it's on and popping, girl. It's finna come on down. Also, those cards are showing me the correlation where whatever it was you was working your casting your spell on, it's coming to materialization. Now let's go on and get to Jazz 94. Who, Lord source God, thank you, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for these perfect divine messages for Jazzo at this time. So thankful and grateful to be of service. So thankful and grateful to be of service. So thankful and grateful to have these talents and skills and abilities to honor myself, my existence, and my brothers and sisters of humanity with. What is the perfect message for Jazzo at this time? Lord source God, thank you. Let's see what we got. Lord source God, thank you. All right. For Jazzo, I see Scorpion Queen, you in, girl. Jazzo, your card is the Page of Wands. Jazzo, you are divinely inspired. You see that halo? You got your halo, girl. You finna do something brand new. Go find you a new adventure. Go do something different. Some of you had never did before. This is you stepping out on faith, taking the action, going for it, because you've been divinely inspired. Saying, as you step in faith, in power, your steps will be landing on solid foundation. Because let's just God to say, when you put your focus to something and you step out in that high vibration of faith and knowing, you're going to land safe every time, because it's by your motion that your experience is attracting the ether that materializes into the ground where your feet land, and whatever that looks like, and includes praise. We're so thankful and grateful for that. The bottom of the deck for you is the 8 of Wands, and it's in reverse. I hear you got some incoming messages. I'm gonna dig deep for you, because you gave me about a double donation there, girl. I'm finna dig deep at the bottom of the deck here. Let's see. 8 of Wands in reversing. You had some incoming messages. The arrows of love have landed, girlfriend. Did it come in from a Leo? Lord have mercy. And this is something that's like, oh man, you were afraid something like this might happen, but you can't help but deny. You can't help but not. Maybe you said, never, ever, ever. I will never, ever, ever fill in the blank. And guess what? Now let's just guys say, oh, you never, ever, ever gonna do what? Oh, you never gonna fall in love again? Oh, you never gonna bust that move again? All right, yeah, check this out. Ding, ding, ding. There go the magic. You know what I'm saying? And here it comes. Here you go. Big old cheesy, happy grin, looking like a happy little girl, playful and shit, because, hey, you've been divinely inspired. There's something in here for you, and it's going to be very fulfilling for you. I do feel like there's a lot of room for growth here. I feel like you're really passionate about this. I feel like somewhere your birth chart is lit up, your Leo energy right now. If you go find out where Leo, the zodiac sign placement for Leo is in your chart, even if you don't have any planets there, it's somewhere on a house in your astrological wheel. You'll want to do some investigation on that. You're going to find some power in there. Okay, Jazz? I hope that message helps you out. I hope you know what the hell I'm talking about, because that's what God do. And he's giving it to me for you. Well, that's what God created all that. What we could be, that divine energy. All right. Giving it to me. It's not a he nor a she. It's not even a shim or a them. It's a us. It's a all. Anyway, Wanda, you're up next in queue, darling. You're up next in queue, Let's God. I want to say thank you. What are the perfect messages, Let's God, creator of all that ever is, was, would be, or could be, for Wanda Chambers at this time? Let's see what Wanda got today. Let's God, thank you. Wanda, you got the 6 of Wands, saying you're victorious. You're having, you've made an important decision here. An important decision. The bottom of the deck is coming out, that Page of Wands. Now, when I put that in there to shuffle, I shoved it in the middle of the deck. I did not put it at the bottom of the deck. It's coming out the bottom of the deck for you. So somewhere you decided to bust a move. You was really in alignment with this move. It was something different you had never done before. Guess what? You get the win, baby. Enjoy the sweet time. It's saying, you know, you get the win because you went through a struggle. You went through a huge challenge, and you're coming out on the other side smelling like roses and feeling like fine wine, girl. If you ain't had a glass of wine, whatever that equivalent would be for you, or maybe it's a bubble bath. but it's saying whatever new move you made, you need to honor yourself in that. Give yourself recognition for all your accomplishments, because you really pushed yourself past your comfort zone. And we all know here on this channel, that's the only place where your dreams come to life. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was in your comfort zone, it wouldn't require you to go anywhere else, and therefore it would be in your present experience. It would not be your dream. So go live your dreams, which required you to step out of the box and go do something else. It's just like when you came out here for this retreat, first year's Love, Peace, and Happiness retreat, you picked up that microphone and you began to sing, girl, right? It's like that type of energy, all right? Let's get now, we have Scorpion Queen B. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Lustrous God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the perfect message for Scorpion Queen B at this time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What message do you have for Scorpion Queen B at this time? Now, maybe you're going to catch a show on the repeat. A lot of people will. Whenever you find this show and it's been uploaded and all that stuff, I love it when you let me know how many views it has, because that is an indicator of the energies on Earth and within our brothers and sisters of humanity. And God has already shown me clearly, the source has shown that as this age of Aquarius finds a deeper anchoring, you will find the views on these videos on this channel, even though very old ones, going to come up and rise and rise and rise. And so the dates of the comments that you come in and you put in how many views it had when you found it is going to be indicators of the rapidity of the solidification of the age of Aquarius in this new vibration that we got going on Earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Lustrous God for Scorpion Queen B. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is a perfect message? Is what should I see? Okay, you've got the Five of Cups. I see you going through emotional restructuring, girlfriend. You have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, and it's showing up in reverse. You recently had to make an important decision about partnership. You had a change of heart. Somebody was playing some game. And look, Lord Source God, for whatever reason, Lord Source God, give me clarifiers for you. Okay, I had two of the cards, and he said I got to take them. So I follow orders, and God make sure I get paid. So here we go. We got the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Strength card. So anywhere where you was dealing with the Leo, it became overburdensome, and so now you starting to either have some regrets for what you're doing, or you know, you done recently made the decision. Whether or not you followed through on it yet is going to be significant, because it's like the longer you hold on to this burdensome situation, honey, it's just going to be like digging in and deeper and deeper and deeper. It ain't going to get no easier to move on the longer you hold on. So when you get that energy and you know you're done, you're done, you're done. And is this a third party situation? You're dealing with somebody who like to spread their love around town and be the party one and all that stuff, and got to be the center of everybody's text message, GM, and private night. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, baby? Because it looks like it's time for you to bring it into that situation and saying that you're tired of having to bear the burdens for everyone. I feel like, even so, maybe this isn't even about a third party situation. Maybe you got some people around you where you're just not vibing well because there's an off balance, and maybe it's just all true is what I'm hearing now. Okay, so these are the messages that I have for you. Hopefully these messages have been high in resonancy for all of you, but I've been told ever since I first did the first tarot reading on this channel that everyone that ever finds any of my videos will find some point of resonance, and for some special someone, everything will be like I just read your whole life story. So these are the messages that I have for you today. I'm not seeing any more super chats for today. Make sure you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on to this channel so you can come back and I can read for you some more, because every general message is for all of you. Go through my playlist. Go through the hashtag Lovestock 2020 playlist. Look at all the deep things. If you didn't want to know more about me, you don't know about me, go check out my Melinda NailFanatic, Who Am I? Talk a little bit about my astrology, my upcoming, and what really influenced me to be who I am right here. Who you see, praise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, if the live notifications don't work so well for you through YouTube, follow the directions below the video. And when you're ready to talk to me about you personally, and you know everything is about you, you want to ask your own questions, you want to get your own answers, I don't care what you want to talk to you about. We can talk about anything. We could talk about sex, baby. We could talk about you and me. We could talk about all the good things and the bad things that could be. Let's talk about life and whatever you want. Go to the website. I got you. I'll put you on my agenda ASAP as soon as I get your purchase. All right. Ooh, yes. Okay. So, were you feeling this love and peace and happiness? We want to ask you now to, I got one last lead. You done snuck in on me, girl. I'm going to get you right now before I go. What I was going to say before I saw Lee snuck in her super chat just in the nick of time, I do want to say that anywhere where you're feeling this love, peace, and happiness, where you get to vibe and high, I want you to just visualize the globe and imagine that energy is touching every soul. And I'm going to leave that at there. Go back and watch them videos, though. So let me go ahead and pull a message for Lee now, though. So, Scott, thank you. Scorpion Queen, what she said? She said yes, and I'm trying to get on and get going to a positive love and light for myself. Third party, Leo, all correct, but I'm trying to find my peace and let it go and focus on my kids. Well, good, honey, little by little. So what I want you to ask, thank you for sharing the confirmation that Luster's God is truly speaking to you through me. But what I want to ask you to do is just ask Love Source God, how does it get any better than this as you're playing, as you're having good moments, okay? And make that your question, your go-to question. So, wow. And Georgina said, I felt like everything today was about me so much. I just love it. And why, quickly, before I do Lee's reading, and then I'm out. Before I do Lee's reading, the reason why I can read this message here and somebody can say, well, that's mine, but that's mine, and because it's an energy on earth. We're all living on Gaia. This energy is on Gaia, and those who are in the frequency and vibration of it, y'all gonna feel it. You hear? And it's gonna just reflect. The nuances might be a little bit different, but it's enough of a general energy that you're gonna be able to pick up on the same type of stuff. And we're all attracted by our vibration and frequency. I have a certain frequency. Y'all are attracted to that in me. Either you're there too, or that's where you're headed. You know what I'm saying? So let's just God. Thank you for the perfect messages for Lee at this time. Let's just God from the divine mind. What you want to say to Lee today? Thank you. Let's just God. While you're here, do me a favor and give that video thumbs up, guys, because you know when you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, not only does it serve you, but it serves me too. It lets YouTube know that, hey, there's value for you in this message. It lets the universe know, hey, I'm listening to that girl talk again today. What are the messages that you have for me? Listeners, God, all right. What is a perfect message for Lee at this time? Thank you. Listeners, God, so thankful and grateful. Oh, so thankful and grateful. All right. And I'm getting a very special, there's this grand gesture, Listeners, God is giving me just intuitively for you. And it's one of a very special type of Mother's Day for you, Lee, because in your personal life purpose in supporting women, if y'all don't know, Lee Boyd, she's in the UK and she does coaching, parenting coaching, okay? And so it's something like an accolade being given to you right now that I see in the sense of because of what you've done, you know, you contributed to a beautiful mother energy on earth. And so there's a huge accolade going your way. Let's see what your tarot card is we have the Hierophant. It comes out in reverse. It says there's some life lessons that you've recently learned. The reversal for you is telling me that this is done. It is done. The Six of Cups is also coming out at the bottom of the deck, and it's coming out in reverse and saying, these life lessons, I feel like what just happened, girl? You just been through something major. Because this was you clearing something from your child. It's like you just recently had a huge download or epiphany acerca de una cosa de tu juventud. Why did I suddenly just go into Spanish? About somewhere where you were holding on to this energy from childhood. And something happened within you. And I I see a switch being flipped. A switch was flipped. Okay, the switch was flipped, and it has something to do with the energy of rejection, for rejection and fear, something around the energy of rejection and fear. And it could come from some religion, because the Hierophant card deals with religious aspects. So it could have something to do with some religious aspects to it, or somebody who is a very religious person. It could have something to do with a Taurus as well. But this is something where you've completely shifted this energy surrounding a childhood experience. That, see, she said, I did. Yes, it did change. Something, there's a switch that done flipped on you that's been set the same way since childhood. Now that switch done flipped, watch some energy open up. And I'm hearing the reason why you came in at the end like that, and Source made sure I caught that before I got to sign off of this video, because your energy is, I'm hearing 80% of humanity who is in tune. 80% of humanity had that opportunity at this time. 80% of humanity is sitting in a space where this is exactly where either they are at that place. It's like if over the Scorpio full moon, Lucifer's God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, dished out the same energy of epiphany. Wherever somebody was holding on to something from their childhood, they just dish out the whole. It's like God just poured epiphany all over from the past epiphany, right? Okay. So, I hope that these messages serve you well, find you well in love, peace, and health, wealth, and happiness. I'm so thankful and grateful again to be of service. And at this time, I'm going to get down with mine. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. Is in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time. And go follow me on your social medias and all that stuff, and tell your friends about me and all that good stuff. Support. We want this hashtag love monger going all around the world, baby, because being around the world now, yeah. I found my baby. I don't know and I don't know why you can't tell, because it's right here. The information is free for you. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. I love you. Laters.